Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, thank you so much for tuning back in, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Rani. Today's video is another cash envelope stuffing for the last week of May. So I have $207 off to the side. If you've seen my previous videos, you may have noticed that they've gradually decreased in amount. So the stuffing amount has gradually decreased, and that's because I am currently still not working. So I was supposed to start working last week or the week before on a Wednesday, but unfortunately they had to postpone my start date, and as of right now I have no clue when I'm set to start. It could even be that I don't start at all, so I'm just waiting to hear back. So for now, I'm just stuffing the minimum that I can so I can keep my envelopes going and take it from there. So for now, I'm just going with the flow, waiting to see what I hear back and doing the minimum that I can stuff. So I have 207, as I mentioned. I'm gonna count. So I have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 95, 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 207. So hopefully I can get started working back up again in the next few days, but we will see what happens. For now, let's go ahead and get started with this cash stuffing. So I'm going to set up my money and then make sure that it is all straight, and then we can get started. Okay, so I have my money all set up, and off to the side I have my cash envelopes. So these are my cash envelopes of daily use, and these are my sinking funds. So I always start off with my cash envelopes and then move on to my sinking funds. So I'll move these out of frame. If you can hear any noise in the background, I do apologize. I'm filming next to the usual window and it's open, so there's a lot of activity outside, and then one of my siblings is watching TV upstairs. So I am filming on a time that is not very chaotic, but let's just roll with it. I'm going to start by taking out what I didn't spend from my envelopes. So I have miscellaneous, there's money in here, and then I'll put these in the order that I believe they go in. Spending has money in it as well, and this is actually gonna be a separate pile. So there's spending, and then phone. I don't take anything out of here, nothing out of bills. Gas, there's nothing in there, and then groceries, and I'm taking out just the bills for now. So I'm going to put this off to the side. And then let's see, so we have gas, groceries, miscellaneous. Okay, so I got them all in the order they go in, and I'm starting off with bills. Nothing goes in here for now. Gas gets 25 this time, and then some of the amounts in my envelopes did get adjusted once again. This is probably going to be the amount that I'm going to be using going forward, at least until I start working again, because that's what's going to work for now. Groceries is one of those envelopes that got a different amount. That one gets 80 this time. So I have a 50, a 20, and a 10. So what's going on is my sister and my mom are leaving to Mexico for a trip they had planned for a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put more money in my groceries so that I can pick up a few more things now that my mom's not going to be here. So there's 80 for that, and I'll see how this works out, but I believe this is the amount I'm going to be using going forward. So we'll see how that works out. Next up is miscellaneous, and this one gets its usual 20. So there's that. And then spending is only getting $10 because right now I'm not doing a lot of spending. I'm not really planning to do a lot of spending. The parties for May are over. I don't have anything coming up in June or July. just some birthdays, but my nephews are not going to be around, so I won't be able to buy them or get them anything. So we're doing 10 for spending, and then phone is going to get 20, so it's usual 20, and I believe it should have 60 now. So yeah, 20, 40, 60. So I need another 20 to complete my June bill, and I'm ahead, very ahead. So I may not put nothing in this next time, but we will see. So for now, those are my cash envelopes. They're all stuffed and ready to go. Next up, we have my sinking funds, and these ones have definitely changed over the course of the last few weeks. Okay, so I'm gonna put this off to the side, and it looks like I mixed these up again. Okay, so starting off with debt, it's only getting $1. So with the fact that I'm not working right now and unsure of when I'll start working again, definitely it should be in the next few months. But for now, since I'm just waiting around to see what's going on, I'm not really going to be putting in the usual $40 that debt gets. In fact, the only debt that I'm going to be paying off this month is going to be my minimum payments, which is my Best Buy credit card and my normal credit card. So I'm just going to stuff $1 in here. I'm not even going to take this out and count it. So I'm going to go ahead and add this $1 in here and move on to the next sinking fund. And then we'll work with this at a later time. So savings is another one of those that is not getting its usual amount. So we're doing $1 in here. So these are for now the least important ones. Okay, so we're doing $1. And we're not counting this one either. So there's that. And then gifts, as I mentioned when I was doing my envelopes, I don't have anything coming up soon, so I'm gonna go ahead and just add $1 in here. This is harder than I thought with these nails. Okay, let's see. So there's the $1. There's a fair coming into my city, so I want to set some money aside for that for later on in the month of June, but I'll figure it out. For medical, it's only getting $1. And recently in one of my videos, I had someone that watches them asking some questions, and I was just thinking if maybe you guys wanted to drop some questions down below in the comment section. When I film my debt numbers video, I can maybe answer those there. So if you have any questions you want to ask, just go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. I'll be answering them soon. Insurance is one that I'm not stopping the usual amount, so I'm doing 31. So a 20, a 10, and a 1. And then we can count this one. Let me just add this money in here. Okay, so now we have 100, 250, 66. Whoa. Is that right? No, that's not right. Okay, I'm a mess per usual. Let me just double check this stack. And I unfortunately did miss a week of May, so there is going to be less, but I'll just put that money back in here. Once I start working, I'll just double stuff it. So I have 100, 250, 70, 90, 300, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I have 330 out of these 735 that I need to have in here by August. So hopefully we're on the right track to getting that money. And then also car maintenance is another one that I'm not going to stop putting in its usual amount. So I did get an oil change recently. That's why all the money in here is like messed up. So let me go ahead and get that all straightened out. and then I'll add the money in here. So it's 15. So it's a 10 and this 5. Looks like we got it. And now I have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, 10, 11, 12, 13, 113. So that's good. My card tags are going to come out of this envelope too for next year in March when they're due. So I need to make sure I bump this up towards the end of the year. But we'll talk about that when we get there. For now, $15 is fine. And it's building up nicely. Projects is another one of those that I am not really concerned about this time. So we're doing $1. And then camera is also one of those. So we're doing another $1. And as I mentioned in previous videos, I'll be counting these once I start putting their normal amount back in there. So for now, those are my cash envelopes. My emergency fund is out of the question. That one is completely fulfilled. And I have my leftover envelope. So I'm bringing back my debt envelope as well as my savings. So what I've decided is that anything that is left over at the end of the week from my spending cash envelope, I'm going to be putting into my savings sinking fund. So these savings started out as just random, nothing, nothing in particular. But I've since decided that since I'm going to that Bad Bunny concert next year, I'm going to go ahead and just start putting my extra spending money into this envelope and use this for that day. So that concert is the day before my sister's birthday. So I'm planning on, when we go over to that city, just staying there for that weekend. So I want to have some money set aside to be able to take her out, get a hotel room together and that kind of stuff. So everything that's left over after spending is going into savings for that concert. So there's that. I don't even want to count it. Maybe I'll count it in a few months, see how it's doing. But for now, we'll just leave it alone. And then in leftover, we're taking out what was left over for the month of May. We'll count it up and then we'll see what we're going to do with it. So let's see. Let me just organize this because apparently I haven't been doing that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like it's good. Let's go ahead and count it. I have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have a total of $79 left over for the month of May, and that is excluding 1 week. So I do feel like we would have had more, but it is what it is. We're gonna go roll with it. And as you can see, I picked up my debt envelope because I'm putting everything into this debt envelope. And we're gonna go ahead and see what we have now with that added in it. So a few videos back, I did mention that I was going to make a big debt payment at the end of the month, and that's usually what I was going to do, make my debt payments at the end of the month. But with the current situation of me not working, I'm just gonna go ahead and hold this over for a few more weeks, a couple more months, just until I start working again, and then I'll start making my debt payments. I have since put it on a stop just because that's what is going to be working for me. So let's go ahead and count. I have 150, 70, 90, 210, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. So I have 280. And when I film my debt numbers update video, we'll see which debts I can tackle with this, but for now it's going back in its envelope and we'll wait on that. Emergency fund in the back and leftover. Perfect. So these are my sinking funds, these are my cash envelopes, and then I'll bring my coin jar and put in those few coins that I have off to the side here. There we go. And we'll close this back up. So we've reached the end of the video. I just want to go ahead and say thank you to everyone that is new that has subscribed. Thank you so much for joining. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, anything you want to know, anything at all, just go ahead and leave it down in the comment section down below. I'll be compiling those questions so that when I film my debt numbers update video, then I'll go ahead and answer those there. If I have enough questions or whatever I do have, I'll just go ahead and answer them there. And if you want to leave just any suggestions, any other comments down below, feel free to do so. I'll be reading and responding to you guys. As usual, link down below is going to be my previous cash stuffing, and this time I'm also going to add my bill exchange video, which was my last video that I filmed. So if you guys haven't checked those out, go ahead and watch those. I'll also leave my budgeting Instagram here up on the screen. Make sure you guys follow me there. I am planning another giveaway once I reach 100 followers on my Instagram. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video and you want to follow me on my journey to debt freedom, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.